out there who don't have a soul. They think, oh, well, I'm rich, so everything goes my way, or like, oh hey, I'm rich, so you're gonna have to do everything for me. Like, oh, I don't need to do an interview with you because I'm rich and everyone knows me already. Like, that's just rude, and it's also like disrespectful. And I wouldn't, even if I was rich, I wouldn't say no to anybody's interview request unless I had a really really bad experience with them.
Right. So
Yeah.
so those are expressions of the soul, correct? Kind of
Mhm.
being rude or
Disrespectful.
disrespectful. That tells a lot about what kind of soul or a stage of
Yeah.
soul you have, correct? That's very interesting. So before we finish this conversation, which I appreciated very much, I mean, the fact that you are here is really important for me, and it's an honor to learn from you. You're a 9 years old person, and you talk so deeply about things that we adults sometimes don't know how to articulate, but you have that kind of a special wisdom about it, and when you talk, you say it in such a simple way, but you know what? Simplicity is the most complicated thing. To
Yeah.
achieve simplicity is difficult, correct?
Yeah.
So before we finish, what would be your advice for other girls like you that want to jump into the modeling industry or the fashion industry? What would be your advice to them?
My advice would be just to be themselves. Like, even if their parents don't respect their wishes, I would just say, well, just follow your heart, and just do what you feel like doing. Like, whenever like, if you have a piece of paper and a pen, just draw or do whatever you want. Like, if you have a heart to be an artist or a designer or a doctor or something, I would say just do what you love to do. Do gymnastics, do art, do big stuff. I think that some people, they don't feel like that. I think they feel like, oh, well, I don't think this is good because I don't think this is for me.
Self-confidence.
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 Yeah,
And usually, what would be your last, your advice, or some
My
message
advice-
to people that is listening to this podcast?
It would be stay in your lane, because when you stay in your lane, you're true to yourself. You know what you are. You know who you are, and you stay true to yourself.
and no one will get in your lane.
I mean, and even if people get in your lane, as soon as you know what you do, what you want to do, what's your craft, you won't lose focus of it. It's when you try to be like everybody else that things go bad. So, like, in this social media world, that's where we're at. And,
There's a lot of haters.
That's what I'm saying. Stay in your lane. Be true to yourself. That's what I would say. Because then, things will go the way you expect them to go, if not even better, because you are staying true to your craft, to yourself, to what you know that you want to pursue. Don't pay attention to what everybody else got going on. That's their life. That's their business. The grass is not always greener on the other side.
You have to focus on what you want to do and your crafts and whatever you want to do. You don't have to focus on, like, oh, hey, Mackenzie's doing gymnastics. I want to do gymnastics too. Just do what you want to do. Like, oh, I want to do art. I don't want to be in gymnastics.
So you know what fear is?
Yeah.
What is fear for you? Are you afraid of something?
Well, yes, sometimes. Well, I'm afraid of
Sleeping alone in her room.
I actually sleep in my room. Don't
Right.
listen.
Sometimes she comes to our room.
That's a lie. Anyway, I have fear of losing my parents and my brother, because I would just feel really sad if I was alone and without my mom or without my dad. I would feel really sad. So.
Interesting. Well, you know what, ladies, thank you so much. I think that there is a secret between you or in your family, because you talk a lot of wisdom and a lot of things that I think that many people will consider as wise and, the truth.
Thank you.
So, and I am sure that Hayleigh, you're going to be successful, because for you, success is what you achieve. And you are not placing yourself in a position where you try to achieve stuff that is impossible, but every day for you is a success. When you get into a spot, or when you get to design something, or when you smile, or you take care of your mom or your dad, I can feel that you are successful in those very small and very frequent moments. So that's pure wisdom. And I hope you remember all of this. And I think that we will see you, being very successful and having millions of eyes looking at you and learning also from you. You are a wonderful human being at 9 years old. I think that the future is amazing for you. And I'm so proud to be able to know you at this time, and I'll be always looking for you, and trying to find out what is she doing now. Oh my God! I will be the first one to celebrate and be very happy for your success.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for having us.
So
this was great.
Thank you, and we learn now cómo lo hicieron. How do you guys make it? And I really admire it, and I appreciate it. Thank you so much for being here.
And if I become famous, I'll make sure I remember you.
Oh, you're so sweet. Thank you. Thank you. You can follow Hayleigh on Instagram and Twitter at Hills_world, on Facebook at Hills World. Thanks so much for listening to our show this week. If you want to find out more about our podcast or to hear previous episodes, go to ComoLoHizo.com or go to iHeart.com/podcast. Please also subscribe to our show on Apple Podcasts or any other platform you prefer to listen to your podcasts. If you want to share a comment or suggest a topic, please write us a note at hello@ComoLoHizo.com. You can follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter at ComoLoHizo. This show was produced at the iHeart Studios in Los Angeles. I'd like to thank our producer Amelia Machiavello, our sound engineer Martin Garcia, our technical supervisor Nathan Staton, and Annie Sederovich, our general producer. ComoLoHizo is a co-production from Premier Radio Network and Crece Grow Media. I'm Fernando Schiantarelli. Thanks again for listening.